So we will start with our regular warm-up, and we're going to be on your back, doing glute bridges. So in our glute bridges, we have our heels down, our toes up. We're going to push into the heels, lift the hips, roll back down, tap the tail. So we've got 10 of these. Take time with your warm-up. You know, we've all been sitting a lot, especially right now. It's the middle of the day. Probably spent a lot of the morning maybe working. So we want to kind of loosen up through the middle part of the body. Get that pelvis warm and moving, and we're pushing into the heels. Lift your butt, squeeze it, and then make sure you watch and see. Can you see your thighs when you bridge up? If you cannot, then you're probably bridging a little too high. Make sure that upper back stays on the ground. Once we finish 10 of those, we flip over onto hands and knees in our tabletop. We're going to cat cow. We're going to round the back up. Drop the belly, lift the head and the chin. We've got 5 of these. Again, exaggerate that. Let's get everything moving. Loosen up through the middle part of that body and such. Good work here. We're coming in and down. Once we've done 5 there, we're going to drop to our forearms. Take one hand behind the head and rotate the shoulder. So we've got 8 of the T-spine here. Trying to get some movement through the upper back and shoulders. Now, let's talk a little bit about today, what today is going to look like. Today is a Strength 2 hybrid. So those of you who are here regularly know there's certain exercises we do in our Strength 2, certain movement patterns. We're going to keep most of those patterns. We're going to add in a couple of fun core stuff and leg stuff. But we're going to do things differently today. So once we've done 8 T-spine on each side, back into our tabletop, go to our bird dog. One arm and one leg. Reaching the arm and leg long. The leg's not going to go higher than your butt. She's going straight out back. And we're trying to find balance here. So push down into the hand that's on the ground. Draw the belly button up towards the spine. Pull the rib cage towards the spine. And we want to have a nice flat back position. We've got 10 on each side here. We typically do not do compound exercises from the standpoint of putting an upper and lower body exercise together. And that's because we like to really go heavy with weight and focus on the form and those single either upper or lower body exercises. Today though, we're going to do compound. So we're going to mix our upper and our lower body together. It begins to be much more of a core challenge as well. So once you guys are done with your bird dogs, go ahead and stand up, and I'll wait until I see everybody pop up to standing. Warm already. And then we go into arm circles. We're going to circle the arms back. Big circle, biceps up by the ears, warming up the shoulders, loose up the neck. Maybe we're going to take that head from side to side a little bit. So we've got 5 more of these. I'll time everything today. The only thing I would say about reps is when we do like split squats, go ahead and bring your arms forward. Try to count them so that you're even on both sides. But rather than prescribing reps today, we're going to do this for time. And that helps me keep class on time, since it's hard to know sometimes how many reps we get, and that way we all stay together. That kind of works really well. From here, we're going to go 5 toe touch squats. Arms up, round down, get the toes, arms inside the legs, drop your booty, chin up, chest up, and then right arm, left arm, stand it up. You got it. We've got 5, so we're all the way down. So we've got 4 supersets today. Of course, a superset is 2 exercises back to back in a set with little rest in between the 2, and then we rest when we finish the full set. And we'll do 3 rounds of each. Like I said, less strength focus today. Little tiny bit of cardio at the end. Mostly strength today. We get our cardio in on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday with our circuits. Once we've done 5 toe touch squats, we're going to gate openers. I like to call this step over the baby gate. So it's just up and over. When you do that, what's happening at the pelvis? So we still want to keep the pelvis level so that we're not, like, how many of you guys step over the baby gate in the doorway like this? Right? So let's not do it that way. Let's be straight and tall. First exercise we're going to do is our deadlift hinge, starting from the top. But we're going to add a row at the bottom. So if you have weights, pick something that's going to be a little more challenging, but remember, you got to have the right weight for the row and not just the deadlift. So go ahead and finish your gate openers on each side. I want to walk through our options. Okay, if you have no weights at all, and you do not have a mini band, you're going to hold your towel taut. So You're gonna pull your hands apart, you're gonna slide down and then row back and down and up. So you're keeping tension on your hands the whole time. If you had mini bands, you would do the same thing. Over the hands, press the hands apart, come down, row, down, up, and tuck. My folks who have dumbbells, they're gonna stay against the legs, shoulders back, butt back. Slide it down until we get just past the knees, pull it into a row, and then come back up. So we're hinged down, flat back, row, down, and up. All right, I'm gonna run the timer. I'll kind of walk through each option as we go, but everybody's doing the same thing, which is come down, pull it back, put it down, stand it up. Just have a different tool. 3, 2, and we go. So, whatever you're using, you're keeping it right against your legs the whole time on the way down and up. And then you're pulling your shoulders down away from your ears. Row it back so that your elbows go back towards the wall behind you. Finish in that tuck position at the top. If you're using the band or the towel, you gotta pull on it. You gotta keep your hands pushing out, tugging on it to keep that muscle engagement. And then when you row, you'll feel how that adds the next layer to the challenge there. If you're using dumbbells, think about your core, because especially as you come out of that row right here, there's a lot of core engagement that has to happen so you can maintain the flat back of your deadlift as you're coming in and out of your row. You guys look good. You have 10 seconds here. Keep it moving nice and easy. Everybody tuck your chin a little bit. Yeah, good. Awesome. Looking really nice, you guys. All right, everybody relax. This next exercise, I like to call this a suitcase. So it looks a little bit like a hollow hold, and then we close the hollow hold. So we start out, we come in. I do not want you to tuck in and round your back. I just want you to close so your knees come in, and I want you to pull your belly down. Just like a hollow hold. We don't have to straighten the legs all the way. The farther out you go, the harder this is going to be. So come on down on your back. We're going to lay it all the way flat. Sorry, your head, neck, and chest are up, but your low back is flat. Start with your knees in and your hands reaching. We're going to open the suitcase and close it. Here we go. So we open it. We close it. Pull your belly button into your spine. When you open, how far your legs go, like how wide the suitcase opens, is going to depend on your core strength. So we don't want to arch the back. So if this is smaller, that's okay. You're going to open, squeeze it shut. Just make sure we're not tucking and lifting the hips up off the ground when we tuck. 10 seconds. You're going to pull your knees in, but pull your belly button down, squeeze it tight. Yeah, very nice. 5, 4, 3, 2, everybody relax. Quick break, so grab a quick drink of water. Not real long break. That's one round. We've got 2 more. So with our deadlift, you're either using your towel, your band, or your weights. We're doing that deadlift row. So everybody, this class looked pretty good. This morning I had to work a lot with when we row, rowing here, and being sure that your row is not like this or like that the elbows aren't coming very high above the back and we're pulling straight back. Most of you guys do that really well. All right, grab your weights or your towel or your band. We're going into that flat back hinge and row. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. We go down the legs, flat back, pull it back, release it, come up. Now, say you're using a band or a towel or weights that aren't your heaviest ever. Then take it slow and really accentuate each piece of this. So like slide it slow, really squeeze the shoulder blades, release it slow, and then press down with the feet. Tuck your rib cage, tuck your tailbone. Very nice. You're halfway done. We got 30 seconds. Perfect. Megan, bring your feet closer together. Lisa, tuck your chin. Yeah. Nice. Annie looks great. Dana looks great. Susie looks great. So the reason I said for Megan to bring her feet closer together is because if we were just doing the deadlift, we'd be all right with a little wider feet. But once you go into that row, it can be tricky if your arms get too far apart. And so they have to be outside your legs. So it might be a little more comfortable to keep a little less space between your feet. Finish that last rep. Set your weights or your towel or your band down. Coming down to the floor. We're going to open and close the suitcase now. Your entire goal of this exercise is to keep your low back flat on the ground. So once you find that spot that's challenging and low back is okay, that's where we stick. So head, neck, and shoulders up, knees in. Ready, we open. We close. So the lower your legs are to the ground, of course, the harder this is. So if you want to modify that by taking the legs higher, that's cool too. Whatever works to keep your low back flat, your low back not feeling any issues, and it's challenging. So exhale as you pull in, inhale as you open and reach. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, open, 10 seconds. You got it, you guys look great. We have 4, 3, 2, 1, relax. All right, 30-second break, we have one more round. So far, everyone's form on the row is looking beautiful. You guys got this down. Got the shoulders down the back, and we're pulling straight back. Not pulling up. We don't want to get the shoulder up by the ears. Good work, everybody. Don't forget your water. It's so hard trying to get this water in every day. I have like at least a pot of coffee down, but the water is just lag. Jason and I make 2 pots of coffee before noon, and we drink them both. Isn't that wild between the 2 of us? All right, you guys probably do the same thing. All right, let's go back to that hinge and row last time through. So pick up whatever tool you're using. Roll your shoulders down your back before we even start. And remember, you might want to bring your feet closer together. Ready? Here we go. We're going down, push it back. Eyes to the floor. Pull into that row. Let it down slow, and then up and tuck and squeeze. Pay attention to what's happening at your core. So you want to make sure, especially here, when we come out of our row, you got to pull your core tight so that we don't break through the back. We don't have any grounding through the back. Those weights coming down, we've got to support them through the core. Oh, dang. All right, my bad. Halfway done at 30 seconds. Yes, very nice. So make sure we're about parallel to the ground with the shoulders, not beyond, just parallel, and then we're gonna row. So not above and not below, you gotta be straight parallel to the ground. Lisa, come up just a little, don't go quite so far down. So when you hinge forward, hinge, 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 stop, row. There you go, row from right there. We have 3, 2, 1, finish it, relax, all right. We're going back down for that last suitcase opener. Lay it all the way down. You got it at this point. So we're going to bring up the knees, lift the head, the neck, the chest, arms reaching. 3, 2, 1. We open it. We close it. And the farther up your arms go, like biceps by ears, the more challenging this is as well. So you can keep this a little smaller, or you can make it bigger if your low back can stay flat. And then really get that nice good core challenge. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull in. Inhale, open. Exhale, pull in. Pull your ribcage down. Still trying not to round up through your spine, so the knees don't have to come really far tucked. 3, 2, 1. Relax. Okay. Take a little longer break this time. Get some water. We're going to go with a lighter weight, so something between 5 and 10 pounds, and or a water bottle, a can of foods, anything that weighs a couple pounds. And we're gonna make our split squat 2 exercises. So we're gonna split squat and press. If you are not good, if overhead pressing is not good for your shoulder, you can take a little bit lighter weight, and instead of pressing up, you can raise to the side. So either way, we're getting the shoulder and the split squat. So with whatever dumbbell you're using, and I don't think anyone in this group is not able to split squat. I will show a modification right now for the purpose of the recording for anyone who is not able to do a full split squat. Those persons would press up and then squeeze the leg back. So for the recording, if you're watching this later and you're not a split squatter, that's what she'll do. Everybody else, right foot forward, left foot back, weight in the left hand. So either bring it at the shoulder if you're pressing. If you're doing a raise, you're going to start down here. Opposite arm is out. Tuck your tailbone. If you're pressing, we're going down and pressing up. If you're doing a raise, you're raising to the side and dropping down. Got it? The arm goes up, and the legs go down. 3, 2, ready, we go. down and press. Yeah, perfect. So we're gonna exhale up. Now, think of this like when you get down here, what are we in? We're almost in a half kneeling overhead press, but we're not on the ground. So all those same mechanics, not arching your back, tucking your tailbone, exhaling as you press up and pulling in. All of those mechanics stay the same. Perfect. Nice and tight through that hand that's holding out. We have 15 seconds. Remember, if you're on the recording later and you're not split squatting, you're going to keep that leg back squeezed. Either way, rib cage in, tight through the core. The fundamentals of both exercises put together. 3, 2, 1. Everybody relax. Switch that weight into your other hand. So now we're going to have left foot forward, right foot back. From here, tuck your tailbone, right? So just like we do in our overhead press, we're going to be tucked in, and we're going down as the weight goes up. Here we go. Exhale, press it up. Inhale down. You got it. Like, oh my God, everybody froze all together for a second, and I was like, am I speaking? What happened? Nobody's moving. You're moving now. You guys look great. Woo, strong work. Beautiful. So we're taking the knee as close to the ground as we can comfortably. That looks perfect. If you're watching this later and you cannot split squat, you're going to kick that leg back, but do not arch your back. You got it. You guys are pressing up, exhaling up. I love seeing that nice strong arm out to the side to create tension and balance on the opposite side. It doesn't have the wave. Less than 10 seconds. You got this. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Exercise on the floor is a Superman. We're going to do both arms and both legs. So you're face down when we do Superman. Point the fingers, reach the toes, face to the ground. We lift and lower. Lift and lower. Now, you want to lift your arms, your legs, not so much your shoulders and chest, a tiny bit, never your head. So come on, face down. Point the toes, reach the fingers, look at the floor. Ready, we go. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. I want you to think of this not as a low back exercise, but as an entire back of the body exercise. So your low back is sandwiched between your bum and your upper back. And your upper back and your glutes are lifting, and your low back is just along in the middle, getting a little bit of extension. But if you're lifting way high up in your torso, lift your arms higher, but keep your torso down a little more, and then squeeze the heck out of your butt. You guys look perfect. Really nice. Last one. Everybody relax, come up. I know when I see really good, like arms coming here, but torso not lifting, that you got it. It's also really strong and great shoulder mobility to be able to get this without this. And that's what we're looking for. So come on back to standing, grab your dumbbell, we're going back into that split squat overhead press. So we will do left hand with the weight, right foot forward, left foot back. A reminder for anyone later, if you're not split squatting, you're just taking that leg into a kickback. Everybody else, left foot back. Tuck your tailbone, pull your rib cage in and down. Opposite arm is straight out. We go down and press up. So your back knee goes as close to the ground as you can go comfortably, keeping your tailbone tucked. We want it, your thighs should be perpendicular to the floor. And then bicep up by the ears. You got it. Exhale, press it up as you lower your leg. So, I guess it's a little backwards. It's hard to do an exhale on both. Just try and figure out your breathing that works. You have 15 seconds. Perfect, very nice. You guys looking good. The most important thing here is that core, so that as we overhead press, we're not getting into the low back. 3, 2, 1, relax. We're going into that other side. So now we're going to switch the weight over to the right hand, right foot back, left foot forward. Tuck it. Remember, you always have an option to do a raise if the overhead press is giving you any issues. Tuck that tailbone, bring it up here. Here we go, ready? And we go down and up. All we're trying to do is work that shoulder and the legs and get the core. So if the overhead press is a no-go, just do a raise, it's all right. Push it down, pull it up, you got it. So let's get low into that front heel. We're pushing into the front heel. Back knee's going as low as the knees will allow. I Ideally, it barely skims the floor. It's like as close as possible without touching, just barely skimming the floor, ideally. Now, you gotta figure out where your body is today and what's gonna serve you, and just work on it over time. See if we can get lower. 10 seconds here, strong work. You guys got it. Get to breathe here. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Awesome, let's go face down on the mat. And my challenge to you and your Superman is try to get your arms up by your ears without lifting your shoulders too far off the mat. Not a big lift to the torso. All right, we're going face down, point the toes, reach the fingers, ready we go. Lift, lower, squeeze, down. Reach, lift up, lower. You got it. Squeeze your butt. So we're not worried about getting the arms and legs very far off the ground. It's a very small lift. Beautiful. Yeah, those of you guys I can see Megan saying this Susie looks really, really nice. We have about 10 more seconds here. Keep that nice, good squeeze. Remember your low back, it's in a sandwich. It's the meat of the sandwich. 3, 2, 1, come on up. Grab some water, we'll take a break, and we have one more round of these two. Get some water, nice job. So right now, exercise is so much about self-care. So you gotta be thinking as we're doing this, I'm always gonna say, you know, get lower, push harder, but you have to know where you are and what's gonna serve you today, and all of these things are options. If you're like, I just wanted to show up and move and like get a little sweaty, that's great. If you're like, oh, I just really need to like crush it, then do that. It's still your workout. It's always your workout. All right, last set of that split squat press. So we'll find our weight. We are gonna put that right foot forward, the left foot back, the weight is in the left hand. Tuck that tailbone, shoulders back, come in here. And we're gonna get down into that front heel. 3, 2, 1, we go. Pressing it up and down. So breathe through it. Yes, very nice. Not trying to go fast with this. Yeah, that opposite arm is out. You got it. We're pushing into the front heel to try to really use that, what foot are we on? Right foot? Try to use that right glute to drive you up. And as you do that, we're pulling in through the hips, the ribs, keeping all that nice and tight. Nice, good, slow breathing. You guys are fantastic. Keep that going. We have 15 seconds here. Last set of these. That's it. Last set. Don't let that core get sloppy. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Switch hands. So we're going to take that in the right hand. Left foot forward, right foot back. Tuck it. Shoulders back. So nice. You can lean forward a little tiny bit, but especially since we're pressing, we need to be pretty straight and tall through our torso. Take that left arm out to the side. Ready? Here we go. Down and press. Pull it in. Oh, yeah. Very nice. So we're going to push down into that split squat. Keep that back leg straight to the ground, perpendicular to the ground with the back leg. Push through the front heel. Exhale out as you press up overhead. Strong work. You got it. You guys look so good. I'm just watching. The best is when I put this on YouTube and the screenshot is like this shot of me staring at the camera. You got 10 more seconds here. Finish this strong. You guys are looking really great. Keep that slow pace. The control comes from the core. So you got to keep that core tight. 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody relax. Put your weight down. We're done with dumbbells for the day. You can go to your mat or the floor. We're going face down Superman. Keep it tiny. Keep it tight. Make a sandwich for your low back between your shoulder blades and your butt. We're going to get this little squeeze. So I want you to reach the fingers and the toes. Get really long. Look down. I can't look down because then you can't hear me. But look down. And then we're lifting over. 3, 2, 1. We go. Lift. It's so small. Biceps up by the ears. But remember, I don't want you very much. Maybe a little lift to the shoulders. But the chest is staying down. The head is down. We're looking at the floor. That a lot of times we compensate by lifting up with our neck and our chest and shoulders. Use your arms. It's harder because it's smaller muscles. It's tight back there. But we got to work on that. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Longer break. come to standing. If you have a loose mini band, find it. We're going to use it. If you don't have one, that's okay. This exercise with the mini band works just fine without one. It just adds a layer of challenge, but I will show you how to make it harder if you do not have a mini band. Let me get all these weights out of my water. So we're going to, once you are ready, you've gotten your water, you can put your mini band on just above your ankles. And I'm going to show the version without the band first. We're still resting though. So if you don't have a mini band, what we're doing are clocks. And you guys know clocks. We bend into one foot, we tap to the front, we tap to the side, we tap to the back. And we're bringing the foot back in between each time. If you're not using a band, I want you to sit lower in this leg, and I want you to float the other leg. So you're not setting it down. So you're going front, make it like a little kick, side, and back. That's going to make this way more challenging. If you're using a band, you're going to put the band on close to the ankles, and you'll tap heel, bring it in to the side, bring it in, toe to the back, bring it in. Cool? I'm going to start with that one, and then I'm going to do without the band, just to kind of make sure everybody's covered. So we're going to sit down a little bit. We're going to start moving the right leg. So we're sitting on the left side, pushing back like a little tiny baby squat. And then we're going to tap that leg. Here we go. So we're going front, bring it in. Side, bring it in. Take it back, and go again. So we're sitting low in the left leg. The left leg is your working leg. That's the leg that's really doing the labor right now. Right side, we're pushing out on that band, but it's doing the bulk of the work. If you have no band, oh my God, you're going to float that leg. You're just going to keep all your weight on your left side. And this becomes deliciously challenging. If you do not have a band, even if you do, but you're going to notice more 10 seconds. If you don't have a band, that left knee kind of wants to fall inward. Press that left knee out over the outer edge of the opposite foot so that it's not coming in. Everybody rest, shake it out. We're going to the other side. Now we're going to get that weight on the right foot. Band folks are tap, tap, tap. My non-band folks are floating, floating, floating. All right, get that band on me. Right foot, here we go. Bend it, and we tap. Front, bring it in. Side, bring it in. To the back, bring it in. If you are watching this later and you don't have a band and hovering the leg is too difficult and the knee is like wobbling everywhere, you can set your foot down. That's still hard. It's still a nice, challenging single leg squat. If we don't set the foot down, we're basically putting 100% of our weight on our right leg. My band people, you're gonna push against the band on both sides. So both the leg that's going out and the leg that's not, we're pushing on that band, creating tension. You have less than 10 seconds here. Finish this so strong. Get it. Oh yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, finish it fully, relax. Okay. We're gonna go down forearm plank on the ground. Everybody will start on your belly, and then I'll give you an option once we get there if you want to make it harder. So we're going to have elbows below shoulders, tucking the toes. I like to build the plank from the ground up. So we pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Engage the elbows like you're pulling them towards your feet. Then pull up through your rib cage. Then come up into your plank. Then if we want to, we'll add these little leg lifts. 3, 2, 1, we go. Pull it in, lift it up. You're either holding here, you could drop your knees if you needed to, or you're going to start just lifting one foot at a time without losing your plank. Got to keep that plank solid. Remember, it's a tiny leg lift. A lot of you guys have done those with us before, so remember it's small. You can focus simply on a beautiful forearm plank. You could drop your knees if you have to. Strong, yeah. Don't lose the plank if you're doing the leg lift. Pull up through your ribs and your hips. Again, lower with the leg, just a little tiny kick, just a little tiny. 3, there you go, 2, 1. Everybody relax down. Come on back up. Find your band if you're using it. Water break if you gotta. I'm gonna try to fly through these last couple sets. We're past halfway done now. So if you're using your band, it goes just above your ankles. If you're not, no worries. We're gonna do this without. It's gonna be all good. We've got 2 more sets of clocks with our plank. And then our last set's gonna be really fun. We're gonna do some cardio. Cardio, not really, but sort of. Okay, so starting with all of the weight on that left leg, right leg we tap. 3, 2, 1. We go to the front, bring it in. To the side, bring it in. Take it back. Now, something to pay attention to is that only your legs and then whatever kind of natural movement your arms are doing, nothing is moving above your legs. So especially like if we go to the back, you don't want to be leaning or arching. We don't want to be leaning this way when we tap to the side. It is just your legs doing the work. Your arms are going to be very naturally just kind of, you know, doing whatever they do. 10 seconds. Keep it going. Press that left knee out towards the outer edge of that left foot so it doesn't wobble in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody relax. Shake it out. We're going back to the other side. Right leg. That weight on that right leg. Little bend. So once we get here and the butt's back, we're going to lock in that torso and nothing's going to move above the hips. 3, 2, 1. We go. Tap. Tap. Remember, if you have no bands, try the hover. The hover adds a whole more layer of balance and core stability. Whereas if you have a band, the band is giving you that balance, core stability challenge because it's trying to restrict your movement. So we can take this and make it harder either way, with a band or without a band, and then you're all getting the same level of challenge. You're halfway there. Think about that right knee. Make sure it's not falling in or getting real wiggly. You gotta press it out, kind of sit into the outer edge of that foot. We have 10 more seconds here. Slow and controlled, squeeze. Oh yeah. 4, 3, 2, finish it all the way through. Relax, we're taking it back down into our forearm plank. Everybody's gonna start down. If you need to leave the knees down, you can. If you wanna add leg lifts, notice here how tiny, if you're adding the leg lift, it's so tiny, it's barely coming above your butt, because otherwise it's very hard not to break your plank. Elbows below shoulders. Tuck your toes. Pull your shoulders away from your ears. Lift up through your rib cage and then come into your plank. So, as we pull up, if we would need to, we could always stop here at knees, but we're still pulling the ribs to the hips. If we're in forearm plank, we're just going to work on that. That's awesome. Maybe your forearm plank is good and you want to add a layer of challenge by lifting your leg. You can do that too. Keep it small. It's like your butt contracts and that lifts your leg up off the ground. It's not a kick. It's a booty squeeze. 10 seconds. I see some really gorgeous planking. Nice work, you guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax. Last little break. You're going to find your bands eventually and put that back on. We're going to do one more round of these two. And then we'll fly through this last set. So before the stretch, we should probably be done in about 10 minutes or so. And then if you got to run, you can jet, but we'll stay and stretch for anyone who doesn't have to go. I like it if you can stay, but I get it. Like if you're in the middle of your work day and you got to go, you got to go. So band above the ankles. Or no band cover. We're going last set, starting with our left leg. In 3, 2, 1, here we go. To the front, bringing it in. To the side, bring it in. Take it back. So tight through your core. So there's no breaking, there's no arching, there's no tilting. We're just straight up and down. Push your left knee towards the outer edge of the foot so it's not dropping in. If you're trying for that hover, yeah, you can get a little kick with it if you're hovering, because you can bend and straighten the knee. But we're just gonna ground that left foot down through the floor, like push it all the way through the floor so that we are so stable and so tight. You guys are doing awesome work. We have 5 more seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you finish all the way through back to back, and then we'll switch to the left for the right foot. Left leg move. Little bend here. Keep it tucked to tight. Ready? We go front. Bring it in. Take it side. Bring it in. Push it back. Bring it in. You got it. Slow, controlled. If I'm using a band, I'm really pushing on that band from both directions. Not just the foot that's going out. The right leg on the ground. You're going to push that band. Stretch it to its limits. Push. It's not one of mine, so if you break it, I'm just kidding. I don't want you to break your bands either. I'm going to have to throw this one away. I've been using it for everything this whole time. 15 seconds, it's going to be so worn. We have 10 seconds here. Almost there. You have, keep that good slow control. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Make sure you finish, and then we're coming back down to the floor. For our last firm plank of the day. So strong, so tight. Remember, it's important to keep the back flat. So we want to pull the ribs and the hips together. Tuck the toes, engage with the elbows, pull towards the feet, shoulders down. Rib cage up. Then we're going to follow that through. Lift the hips, then the knees, squeeze your butt or holding. Press the forearms down. So sometimes I like to open my hands instead of being fisted and kind of really push the floor down so that it helps me think about pressing into the floor, lifting up through my core. You can add those leg lifts if you like, but everybody's going to squeeze your butt tight. Even if you have your knees down, squeeze your butt. Your butt supports your back. 10 seconds. In life, always. That's what it's for. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody, take a break. All right. Water, not too much, because we're going to go into a little bit of cardio and you might be jumping around a little bit. So not too much water just right now. Little sips until we're done. We've got 2 exercises left. They go pretty fast. We're going to do high knees, which we have high impact and low impact options. And then we're going to do donkey kicks on the floor, working our glutes. So I really like this contrast of something high intensity, high energy, and then something real slow and stability focus. It's kind of how I like to finish these strength workouts that we're doing, the hybrid version we're doing in the studio. So your high knees, high impact, knees up to 90 degrees. Low impact, arms over the knees. Still doesn't have to be low intensity. It's only 30 seconds. So pick your poison. We go. 4, 3, 2, 1. High knees. So maybe we're here or we're here. Now listen. This can still be high energy. We're getting the arms going. Break that stick over the knee. Keep it moving. You got to think about your joints. What serves your joints best? My folks doing high impact look good. Bring your knees up 90 degrees. Pump it out. Remember, you don't have to settle for one version for the entire 30 seconds. You can start high, drop low, whatever works for you today. Less than 10, keep it going, keep it going. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. While you catch your breath, watch this next one. So, on all fours, tabletop, pull up through your ribs. We're taking the right leg up and we're pulsing. Squeeze your butt, push through your glute. All on the right leg first, and then we'll switch sides. The most important thing on this is to not let your back arch and to not kick this up and make it, I don't even know what that is. Jane found that? All right. Hands and knees. Ready, take that foot back, lift it. So you can drop it down close to the floor, but when you press up, we're just doing a little butt squeeze. And I want you to think that you're lifting the ceiling tile with your heel. Like everyone knows those little drop ceiling tiles, you push on them, they lift up. That's what we're doing. Lifting the ceiling tile. Back of the legs burning a little bit because you're squeezing that heel back towards your butt. You're not going to lose that flat back tabletop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching sides. If this bothers your wrist, being on hands and knees, you can do this exercise on your forearms. Same exact way. Ready, other leg, we go. Push it up. If you are on your hands, keep a soft bend at your elbows and push down more. Like if your right leg is up, push down into your right hand. If your left leg is up, push down into your left. You got it. So tilt, and remember, kind of tilt your tailbone under. It's hard to do with the leg in the air. But if we forget about it, we get into this hyper-extended position, we're going to start getting that low back. We don't want that. Squeeze your butt. You got it. Little push. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody relax. Come back up. We're going to fly through this pretty fast. We got high knees. We got donkey kicks. We got 2 sets to go. That's it. I know my booty is burning, and it might be because this is the 3rd time that I've done this workout for today, or it's just because it's hard. I don't know. A lot of legs. All right. High knees. 30 seconds. High and low impact. Ready? We go. 4, 3, 2, 1. High knees. So maybe we're here. Maybe we're here. You got to know what serves your body today. Today's not about push, push, push. Today's about like, I feel so good. Yeah. Get it. I'm feeling so accomplished when I'm done. And everybody's gonna find that from a different level of activity. So just go where you need to go. 10 seconds here. Even low impact doesn't have to be low intensity. We get those arms up, we get moving fast, we use our core. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax, come back down to the floor. Deep breaths, in through the nose, out through the mouth, settle that breathing down. All right, we're coming on to hands and knees. We're gonna tuck that tailbone. So left leg up, and we pulse, little lift, little push. You got it, yeah. I see really good work here. I can see the control through the glutes, so we're not kicking up super high. We're keeping that small. If it starts to really cramp the back of your leg, you can take your heel back a little further away from your butt. If not, then pull that heel back towards your butt. Let's get that hamstring. 10 seconds. Cramps back there, fairly normal though. We don't want to go through a cramp right now. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Sit it down. Remember, you can do your forearms if this bothers your wrists. We're going to that opposite side. Tuck your tailbone, set it all back up. Ready to go. Other leg, right leg, up and down. So if I was on my forearms, it just feels slightly different. It's almost easier to keep your core engaged on your forearms, but it's also just as easy to arch your back. So we still got to keep this really tiny. You guys are doing great. We're halfway there. 15 seconds. Little pulse. Squeeze your boots. Woo! 10 seconds to go here. Keep that pace. You guys are perfect. 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one. Relax. Okay. Really quick break. If you really need a sip of water, just take a sip because we're going to go high knees last time. And we don't want a lot of water sloshing around in there. We got plenty of time to get our water after this. But if you're parched, give a little sip. So we got a minute and a half. We've got 30 seconds of high knees, 30 seconds each on our donkey kick, and then we're done. So we're gonna go high knees, high impact or low. Last time through, so remember, your choice. You wanna push a little bit on this last round, or we just wanna kind of sit comfortably in the pocket, totally okay. Here we go, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's do it. So maybe we're here, high knees, running it out, getting those knees up to 90 degrees. Maybe we're here. Oh yeah, you gotta know, right? It's like I always say, I don't do these all full out because this is not my workout and that wouldn't be good for my body. What's good for your body today? What's good for your mind? That's where you want to go. Do we want to push a little bit or we just love to feel the movement? Yeah, it's so good. Less than 10. Woo, just getting blood pumping, sweating a little bit. So rewarding. 3, 2, 1. All right, we're taking it down to the floor. It is such a blessing and a privilege to be able to exercise right now. So I'm glad you guys recognize that and you're making it happen for yourself. You can come to forearms if you need to. Otherwise, hands below shoulders, tuck your rib cage. Left leg up. Pulse it. Little push. You got it. So my left leg is up. I'm going to put a little more weight in my left hand to try to balance so that I'm not pushing and leaning into my right side since I only have one leg down. You guys look good. We're almost done, but let's not use that as a reason to kind of rush this. The time is the time. Going faster. How many times I say that to clients here? You can get through it as fast as you want. I'm just going to give you more to do. The time takes what it takes. 5 seconds here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Put that leg down. Find that other toe. We're going to check in, reset up, tuck our tailbone, press on with the hands, take the right leg up. Here we go. We got 30 seconds and we're going to stretch and be out of here. Little push. So be sure that you're just, as much as you're pushing and squeezing your butt, pull your rib cage in towards your spine at the same time. So that as we go up, we don't get a hyperextension in our low back. You've got it. We're almost there. 15 seconds. Finishing this workout feeling so good, so accomplished. 10 seconds. Hopefully a little bit less tense. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Woo! Everybody come into a little child's pose stretch before we go into our full stretch. So we're going to sit back. Bye, Dana. Thank you, dear. See you soon. Yeah, you can jet, but otherwise we're going to stretch. So in our child's pose, we're just pulling the elbows back towards the floor, Pushing back your hips. Bye, Susie. Thank you, dear. See you next time. It's like lunch hour. Everyone's got to go. All right, we're going to flip it over onto your back. We're going to cross one foot. Let's go right foot over left knee. And then draw that in for your figure four, stretching out the hips and the glutes. Woo, nice work, y'all. Deep breaths. We're going in through the nose. Exhale out through your mouth. Let's try to bring that system back down. Exercise is a fight or flight response in your body, but it's a good one. It actually makes you stronger. Go ahead and switch sides. Every time we conquer a challenge in our workout, we get stronger, we get more resilient, and we improve our ability to do the things that we're doing, to do endurance exercise and do strength exercise. But it's so important, especially right now, that we bring our system back down from the fight or flight response into a recovery mode as soon as we can. Go ahead and hug your knees in, roll yourself to seated. We're going to take right foot over left knee, hug it in with the left arm, because that's telling our central nervous system the danger has passed. We fought off the saber-toothed tiger. I don't know why I always use that analogy. But we conquered the workout and we're good now. And that allows us to not stay in a stress state, which weakens our immune system and can cause us to get injured and whatnot. We're going to switch sides. That's why we stretch, we try to breathe, bring everything back down, just calm your system, go, didn't that feel good? I hope it did. I'm so glad to see so many of you guys making the time for yourselves to get this in. Go ahead and come to standing. And how many of you guys, not that I am surprised, go ahead and reach it forward, round it in, appreciate what exercise does for you right now? Mentally, physically, emotionally. I don't know what I would be doing if I did. This is why I do so many classes, and all my clients that were talking to me like, you're doing too many. I'm like, I can't not. I need this too. So I'm glad to be able to be here for you guys. Take the arms back, roll your shoulders back, chin up, chest up, open through the front of the body. Tomorrow will be circuits. We're gonna do a lot of body weight strength circuit stuff tomorrow. Friday looks like strength 3. It's really fun. If you like your single leg squats and things, check out Fridays. Fridays are fun. Right arm across. Saturday circuits again, and I'm going to mix it up. We're going to do a little bit different circuit style on Saturday. And of course, always leveled and adjusted for whatever equipment or non-equipment is available to you. Other side here, so we're going to hug that left arm in. Tons of other stuff that we're doing, accountability programs. We've got the Choose Today meeting tonight at 6 o'clock. And equipment, I know Andy, I messaged you back about borrowing some dumbbells. If you want to come and borrow some equipment, with the exception of the rack and the barbells, we're happy to loan you guys some dumbbells, bands. Hands to the thighs, slide it down, hold that flat back. They're just sitting here with the exception of these that Jay and I use, and we pretty much just use these. The rest of them are just sitting there. You might as well come and get them. I don't mind a bit. Just bring them back when this whole thing is over. Slide it down, get a little deeper into that low back. Just shoot me a message if there's anything you missed or anything you need at all. I am here. Roll it all the way up. Shoulders up and back. Couple times. And then from here, we're going to deep breath, inhale, reach. I will remind everyone too, Robin's on with us today. Robin actually lives in South Carolina. She's a friend of our client, Lori. And Lori shot Robin a note and said, hey, check this out. Robin liked it and wanted to join up and work out with us. So tell your friends and family they're more than welcome to participate and do this with us too. I'm going to turn off the recording really fast, and then y'all